They sold my dream house, the one I designed, decorated, and called home, just to fund my sister's luxury wedding. And the worst part, they didn't even tell me until I saw strangers moving in. Before I continue, hit subscribe, like, and share this story if you've ever been underestimated or betrayed by your own family. I still remember that day. I came home with a box of cupcakes, ready to surprise my parents. But when I reached the gate, a moving truck was parked there. A man looked at me and said, "You must be Kaylee, right? We just bought this place from your parents. Congratulations. Your family made a great deal." My hands started shaking. My family sold the house I had spent 3 years saving for. I ran inside, only to find my mom and dad packing up photo frames like nothing happened. "Mom, what is this? Why are strangers in my living room?" My mom didn't even look up. "Sweetheart, calm down. Your sister needed funds for her wedding, and this house was, well, convenient. You can always get another one later," I froze. My sister's wedding? The same sister who once said I'd never make enough to buy a real home? My dad sighed as if I was overreacting. "Kaylee, family comes first. Your sister deserves her big day. You can stay with us until you find a new place." The way he said it, like I was just some guest in my own life, broke something inside me. My sister, Amanda, walked in, all smiles, wearing a designer dress I had seen in her wish list months ago. "Kaylee, don't be dramatic. You're single anyway. What do you need a whole house for?" My jaw clenched, but I said nothing, because in that moment I made a promise to myself. I wouldn't just get another house. I'd get everything they thought I could never have. That night, as they celebrated Amanda's fairy tale wedding, I was already planning something that would one day make them regret every single word they said to me. And when that day came, they'd pay for it. Literally. I didn't say a word that night. I just smiled at Amanda's wedding, pretending to be the broke sister everyone pitied. They thought I'd just move on, but I was already 10 steps ahead, because what they didn't know was that I had quietly built a home design business online, and that house? It was fully registered under Kaylee Designs LLC. My name, my brand, my legal property. I remember sitting in my car that night, outside the wedding hall, watching everyone toast to Amanda's happiness. My phone buzzed, a notification from my lawyer. "Kaylee, I've confirmed the sale transfer. They signed illegally. We can proceed." My heart started racing. I didn't want revenge just yet. I wanted proof. So I waited. I wanted Amanda to enjoy her perfect honeymoon, her luxury house, her new car, all bought with the money from my dream. 3 months later, when she returned, things started falling apart. The bank froze her wedding fund after discovering irregular signatures on the property sale. Amanda called me in tears. "Kaylee, they're saying I owe $380,000. What's going on?" I acted innocent. "That's weird. Maybe the family comes first rule isn't working out anymore." She went silent. My mom called next, furious. "Kaylee, you can't let this happen. Your sister is drowning in debt." I finally let out the truth I'd been holding for months. "Mom, the house was mine. You sold it illegally. And now the law says Amanda is financially responsible for every cent that came from that sale." There was dead silence on the other end. Then my dad's voice cracked through, trembling. "Kaylee, we didn't know." "Oh, you knew," I interrupted. "You just didn't care." That night, Amanda came over, crying, makeup smudged, wearing the same arrogance she once used to mock me. "Kaylee, please help me. I'll lose everything." I looked at her, remembering how she laughed when my first business failed, how she told people I decorated houses for rent money, and now she was begging to keep hers. But what I said next left her speechless. Amanda's jaw dropped. "Work for you? Are you insane?" she snapped, her voice dripping with disbelief. I leaned back on my chair, calm and collected. "No, I'm just giving you the same opportunity you took from me, a chance to rebuild. Only difference is, you'll be rebuilding my empire now." She looked around my new office. Glass walls, golden plaques, and the logo she once laughed at, Kaylee Designs LLC. "You're joking," she muttered. I handed her a contract. Full-time position, assistant designer, minimum wage. Every check you earn goes straight to repaying what you owe. I'll even deduct your debt automatically. Fair enough? Her face went pale. "Kaylee, please, we're sisters." "Yeah, I said quietly. And you sold my dream house for a party. So tell me, are we still sisters or just business? Tears filled her eyes. She signed the papers. My parents begged me to reconsider, but I didn't. They needed to feel the weight of what they did, not through revenge, but through responsibility. For the next 6 months, Amanda worked under me. The same girl who once posted about her perfect life was now taking furniture orders and running errands for clients. People whispered in the office, wondering how the once golden sister had fallen so far. I said nothing. I let the silence tell the story. But something unexpected happened. One night, while reviewing client proposals, I noticed Amanda had stayed late. She was sketching quietly, and her work was good. Real good. For a moment, I saw the sister I used to dream of working with. The one before greed and jealousy ruined everything. When she saw me watching, she froze. "Don't worry," she muttered. "I'll finish the debt first before you fire me." I said nothing. I just walked out. But that night, something shifted. Maybe revenge wasn't the end I wanted. Maybe it was just the beginning of her realization. But the story wasn't over yet. Because the next morning, my parents showed up at my office uninvited, holding papers that could ruin everything I'd built. My heart stopped. "What do you mean, take back my company name?" I asked, my voice shaking just slightly. Dad crossed his arms. "We helped you register the company years ago, remember? You were still new in business, so you used our address and my ID for the paperwork. Technically, we can claim partial ownership. Unless," he smirked, "you agree to cancel your sister's debt." Amanda stood behind them, eyes full of guilt. "Dad, please don't," but he silenced her with one glare. "Enough. Family doesn't sue family. Kaylee should remember who raised her." That sentence hit harder than a slap, because these were the same parents who sold my house without hesitation. The same ones who laughed when I was broke. The same ones who now wanted to claim my success. I looked at the paper. A fake claim of ownership, typed by someone desperate. They had no idea I had quietly re-registered the entire company 6 months ago under my lawyer's address. Every signature, every copyright, every document, protected. I smiled calmly. "You're right, Dad. Family doesn't sue family." His expression softened, thinking he'd won. "Good. So we'll just—" I interrupted, sliding another document toward him. "But business does. And right now you're trespassing on company property." Mom's face turned pale. "Kaylee, how could you do this to us?" I leaned forward. "How could you do this to me? You sold my house, mocked my dreams, and now you're here to steal my company? You didn't raise me. You raised my limits." Amanda broke into tears. "Kaylee, I didn't know they were going to do this," Dad shouted. "Enough of this drama!" and stormed out, slamming the door. Mom followed, muttering something about me being ungrateful. The room went silent except for Amanda's sobs. I didn't speak. For the first time, I saw her truly break. Not from pride, but from realization. She looked up and whispered, "I'll finish every payment." "This is your contract termination letter," I said. Her face fell, until I added, "And your new one, partner." She gasped. "Partner? Are you serious?" I nodded. "You paid back every cent, Amanda. Now it's time to rebuild. Together, but this time with honesty." Tears filled her eyes as she hugged me. And for the first time in years, it wasn't fake. It was family. Months later, we reopened the studio together. Clients loved our new Sisters of Design campaign, the story of 2 sisters who turned betrayal into business. We even bought back the original dream house, brick by brick, with our own names carved into the deed. At the grand reopening, my parents showed up quietly at the back, watching as people applauded us. My dad's eyes softened when I handed him the mic. I smiled. "Some things money can't buy, but lessons can teach." The crowd clapped. Amanda squeezed my hand, and at that moment I realized something. Revenge might feel good, but redemption lasts longer, because the house they sold to break me became the foundation of who I was meant to be. You know what they say, never underestimate the quiet one. They're usually building an empire in silence,